What it do, family? It's your girl Tamika, and I am back with another video. Shout out to the squad, S&T Drip Set. What it do? I appreciate you guys for coming back and tuning in. I love you the long way. Look, I need you to just smash it. Smash that subscribe button right now. Smash it right now. Help me reach my goal. I'm on the road to 100K. I need your help to help me get there. So look, just smash that subscribe button. Now listen, you guys. I'm pretty sure by now you've heard the stories that surrounding Carlee. Carlee Russell, she was a young lady from Alabama, and she was reported missing, okay? Had everybody praying for this girl, including me. I was very, very sad when I first heard some of the story. Now, as the story started coming in, it was a little iffy. I actually did a video on it right when it first happened. If you scroll down below, you'll be able to see my insight on it. Now, a lot of people was in the comment sections kind of being mad at me. Now, everybody know every Sunday I do an episode called Sister Sunday, and everybody know that I support the black woman. I'm all for black power. I'm all for empowering each other. But part of black women growth, right, is holding each other accountable. And this is a situation that we can't just agree with because she has the same color as me. Damn that. I feel like this particular situation set black women back a lot. You know what I'm saying? I talk about this a lot on Sister Sunday, so a lot of people who's on this stream would know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, this is where it got a little iffy with Carlee. She said that basically she was on her way home from work. She seen a toddler that was walking down the expressway. She pulled over, you know what I'm saying? She went out and tried to have a conversation with the toddler, you know what I mean? And then everything went haywire. Now, according to her story or some of the things that we're hearing now, I'm going to let them tell you because it's crazy as hell and we're going to talk about it. It was a lot of things that didn't add up. And no one is going to make me feel sorry for not feeling sorry for this young lady, okay? I'm not. I don't have no empathy towards nothing that's going on. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Because what's happening is there's black women somewhere or women somewhere that really need this help. And you had us spending resources, GoFundMes, all types of shit on a wasted hoax. You know what I'm saying? And it pissed me off. What we're going to do is we're going to get into the timeline of the disappearance from the police department. We're gonna talk about it, and then we're gonna get back into what we feel, and then I'm gonna actually take some things from the comment section. I want to talk about this because this really pissed me off. Something serious, but let's get into it.
Thank everyone for being here today. Besides me stands the team who played a significant role in this investigation. I want to thank our department, members of surrounding local law enforcement agencies, the FBI, Secret Service, United States Marshals, and ALEA for their assistance in this case.
Do you hear how many government agencies this girl had? Before we even proceed, do you hear that? It was 7 different agencies pretty much working on this girl's behalf.
We said from the evening of July 13th, our focus would be the safe return of Carlee Russell. That occurred on Saturday, July 15th, approximately 49 hours after she called 911 and disappeared. From that point, our focus has been to determine Carlee's whereabouts during that time and what exactly took place. Let me say up front, this investigation is not over. We're still working this case, and we'll be working this case until we uncover every piece of evidence that helps us account for the 49 hours that Carlee Russell was missing. However, through the public interest, and in some cases, public fear, that this story has generated, we owe it to our citizens to tell them the facts that we have uncovered. So I will give you the facts that we know today. On July 13th, at approximately 8:20 p.m., Carlee left work from a business at the Summit. Surveillance video from her place of employment shows Carlee concealed a dark-colored bathrobe, a roll of toilet paper, and other items belonging to the business prior to her departure. She ordered food from Tzatziki's at the Colonnade and traveled there. She then traveled to Target on 280, where she purchased some granola bars and Cheez-Its. From there, she remained in the parking lot at that shopping center until 9:21 p.m. when she drove to I-459. Carlee communicated on her cell phone with individuals known to her while on her path of travel up to the point of calling 911 at 9:34 p.m. And at this time,
she had granola bars and Cheez-Its in the car.
We will play the 911 call in its entirety.
Hi, I am on Interstate 459, and there's a kid just walking by themselves. Oh, hold on. Where are you? I'm right next to the exit 10 by the summer bed, like to get off by the summer bed. Okay, so you're before that exit? Yes. Okay, and were you headed southbound or northbound? I think towards Tuscaloosa or towards 280? Towards Tuscaloosa. Okay. And was the child on the left or right side? On the right side. Were they walking northbound or southbound? They're walking towards Tuscaloosa. Walking southbound?
Who the fuck she see? No, for real. Like something gotta be really wrong, right? You gotta premeditate this. Like you gotta say, I'm finna call the police and make this up. Who the fuck she see? Bro.
How old they was? Like a toddler, like maybe like 3 or 4. Did you pull over with them? Are you still with them? Yes. Okay, are you with the child right now? No, I'm not. I didn't get out of the car. I can see them though. Do you mind staying and keeping an eye on them until we get there? Yeah, sure, yeah. Okay, what kind of car are you in? I'm in a red Mercedes-Benz. Is it a sedan or SUV? SUV. I mean, it's a sedan. Sorry. Can you put your hazards on for me? Yeah, they're on. Okay. Did you talk to the child at all, or did you say anything to them? No. Okay. No. Do they look like they're injured? No, they don't. Are they white, black, Hispanic, or Asian? They're white. Okay. Is it male or female? I think it's a boy, a little boy. White male? Okay. So is he wearing clothes? Yes. Okay. What is he wearing? It's a white t-shirt, and it doesn't look like he has any pants on. It looks like a diaper. And you don't see...
She asked him, the first thing she asked her is the kid wearing clothes? What did she say? She said, yeah. Then they asked her what the baby's wearing, and she said it's a t-shirt and a diaper. So when you see a toddler in a t-shirt and a diaper, that's being dressed to you?
Any cars anywhere? No, no cars anywhere. Okay. All right. What's your name? My name is Carlee Russell. And you don't see any injuries on the child from where you're at, correct? No, but I can't proceed in that good. Okay, try to keep an eye on them for the best that you can, because I don't want you to lose track of them. All right, and do they have shoes on? No. Not that I can see. I can't really see that one. Okay. All right, I've got them on the way, okay? Just try to keep an eye on them, but officers are on the way, okay? Okay, thanks. Thank you. Okay, bye.
Carlee called a relative after speaking with the 911 operator. She went missing during that conversation sometime after 9:36 p.m. Traffic camera footage was obtained which depicted this portion of the incident, and that footage was analyzed as part of the investigation in conjunction with the 911 call and cell phone data to accurately determine the time frame. Carlee's 911 call remains the only report of a child on the interstate, despite numerous vehicles passing through the area at that time.
First of all, let's keep it real. Somebody would have remembered seeing Carlee with a baby. Now we drive the interstates all the time. And even if it's somebody that's changing a tire, we gonna go over there and we gonna look at it. You know, while we drive, we gonna be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? But can you imagine if you see a person with a toddler on the interstate? It's automatically gonna be like, what is she doing? He gotta pee. You're gonna always look. You're gonna see, somebody's gonna see something. No one's seen nothing.
No one has called to report that a child is missing, and the Hoover Police Department did not locate any evidence of a small child walking down the interstate. Data from Carlee's phone, including her Life 360 app, shows that she traveled approximately 600 yards in her vehicle while she was on the phone with 911, stating that she was following a child. 600 yards. That is 6 football fields straight, 600 yards. The Hoover 911 Center received a second call from Carlee's mother, stating that a relative was on the phone with her when they heard Carlee scream, and then they had an open phone line.
Just for the people who, I'm going to fill in the blanks as we go along, just so a lot of people will also know. When she supposedly screamed, she left her phone, her wig, the lace front, her Apple Watch was in her purse. These were all the things that were left in the car when she was allegedly snatched. And don't forget the Cheez-Its, the goddamn granola bars and the Cheez-Its.
Hoover police officers arrived on the scene within 5 minutes of being dispatched, and several other officers arrived shortly. They located Carlee's wig and cell phone in the grass near the vehicle. Her purse was located in the front seat of her vehicle with her Apple Watch in the purse. The food she ordered for Tzatziki's was also in the car. The items she purchased from Target, as well as the items taken from her place of employment, were not in the vehicle, nor were they located anywhere around the scene. Hoover police deployed all available assets from the point in the search for Carlee. Additional resources were called in to include our own drone unit, crime scene investigators, numerous detectives responded to the scene. Throughout the day Friday, officers from surrounding local and federal agencies assisted Hoover police in the search for Carlee Russell. Officers returned to the scene on 459 to conduct a thorough line search for evidence. K-9 teams from the Jefferson County Sheriff's Department responded to check for any sign of Carlee.
The dogs ain't smelled shit. The dogs, not the toddler, not Carlee, not even the goddamn Cheez-Its. You feel what I'm saying? This is a mockery, bro. This is a mockery. And let me tell you something. Her parents, the boyfriend, all of them, I don't care. A lot of people talk about the parents that know. You knew. You knew. When your daughter came to the house with one piece of shirt and some socks on with $170 in her sock, you knew. Where else was she at? I have never in my life seen a kidnapper that gives a parting gift. You mean to tell you he gave you $170 to go home and you done ran through woods? You scared. Now, I don't know if this man gonna tell it, but we gonna get into it because she supposedly got kidnapped. First, she was stuck in the 18-wheeler. Then she got away from the 18-wheeler and jumped in the sedan. Then she got away from that shit. Then ran through the goddamn woods, the whole woods. And the woods that she ran through so happened to let her out right by her mama house.
The child that she claimed to see and anything else that could be considered evidence in this case. Those searches all turned up empty. Private citizens, including search parties organized by her family, friends, began looking everywhere that they could to find any trace. These searches took place throughout the day Friday and again on Saturday, yielding nothing. At 10:44 p.m. on July 15th, the Hoover 911 Center receives a call from Carlee's residence.
This man, he's so mad during the press conference, he don't even got no lip. He don't even got no lips. He's so mad. Because that's how mine feel right now. I don't even feel like I got a lip. I want to chew it off because this is so damn sad.
Stating that she returned home on foot. In subsequent investigations, detectives obtained surveillance footage of Carlee walking down the sidewalk alone prior to arrival at her residence. She was conscious and speaking with paramedics when she was transported to UAB. Detectives were able to obtain a brief statement from her prior to being treated and released. During the statement, she told detectives that while traveling down the interstate, she saw a baby walking down the side of the road and called 911. She stated when she got out of her vehicle to check on the child, a man came out of the trees and mumbled that he was checking on the baby. She claimed that the man then picked her up and she screamed. She stated he then made her go over a fence. She claims he then forced her into a car, and the next thing she remembers is being in the trailer of an 18-wheeler.
Let me break something down to you, because listen to me. I want you to also understand something. I'm extra. I also looked at a lot of the shit, and it was this one video that had the maps up to the station. Now, there is a apartment, a big subdivision, but there are high-class houses. They're nice houses. So, you bet your bottom dollar if somebody had a car waiting for them to come back from the highway, hopping over the fence, through the woods, back into the car with the Cheez-Its and the toddler. Listen to me now. You bet your bottom dollar that somebody should have seen that car on a Ring camera. But it ain't no car. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't no toddler, it ain't no Cheez-Its, it ain't nothing. These folks is crazy, dog.
She stated that the male was with a female. However, she never saw the female, only hearing her voice.
She never seen the female, she only heard the voice, but yet in the same time, in the same breath, the next day, this was the same lady that fed her cheese and crackers.
She also told detectives she could hear a baby crying. Detectives, the male had orange hair with a big bald spot on the back.
She said the man had orange hair with a big bald spot on the back. That's a fucking clown. She was watching It. This shit is from It. Let me tell you something while I'm telling you. Her search even showed that she had Google taken and some more shit. How to steal from a register without being caught. You feel what I'm saying? That's it. Like who has orange hair with a bald spot? Who? Tell me who. Ronald McDonald. Bro, that don't even sound logical, shawty. So you mean to try to tell me that an abductor, listen to this, y'all. Listen, for real. An abductor is going to look like somebody that can point him out? Nigga, you are an abductor. So you want to have orange hair in a bald spot like ain't nobody going to remember you. Do y'all hear this shit? Bro.
She said she was able to escape the 18-wheeler and fled on foot, only to be captured again and was put in a car. She claimed she was...
Hold on, let me bring it back, because we got to listen to it.
Her voice. She also told detectives she could hear a baby crying. Detectives, the male had orange hair with a big bald spot on the back. She said she was able to escape the 18-wheeler and fled on foot, only to be captured again and was put in a car. She claimed she was then blindfolded, but was not tied up because the captor said they did not want to leave impressions on her wrists.
This has to be the most cordial abductor I have ever seen in my life. This man didn't even tie her up because he didn't want to leave no impressions. But then he snatched off her wig. Y'all, bro.
She said that they took her into a house and made her get undressed. She believes they took pictures of her, but she does not remember them having any physical or sexual contact. She stated the next day she woke up and was fed cheese crackers by the female. She said...
So she did eventually end up meeting the female. She said she heard the female, but she didn't see her, but now the female bringing her cheese and crackers. She loved cheese and crackers. I mean, she just had some goddamn Cheez-Its. You would think that she would... Man, this is some bullshit. Boy.
The woman also played with her hair, but could not remember anything else. At some point, she was put back in a vehicle she claims was able to escape while it was in the West Hoover area. She told detectives she ran through lots of woods until she came out near her residence. During this interview, detectives noted that Carlee had a small injury to her lip.
She did that. She punched herself. She did. She punched herself.
And she claimed that her head was hurting. She also had a tear in her shirt. Detectives also noted that she had $107 cash in her right sock.
Shawty went on a field trip. Okay, that's the only thing that makes sense to me. She went on a whole field trip. She had her snacks. You know what I mean?
Out of respect for Carlee and her family, Detectives did not
No, we
press-
don't. No, officer. That's the first lie you told. No, we don't got respect. No, we don't. The fuck you mean? Hell no, we don't. I'm just as mad as you, purple suit.
for additional information in this interview and made plans to speak with her in detail after giving her time to rest. Detectives continue analyzing data from Carlee's cell phone that was left behind at the scene. We enlisted the help of the United States Secret Service in conducting this analysis. Part of what data includes several internet searches in the days leading up to her disappearance that I think are very relevant to this case. On July 11th at 7:30 a.m., the term, "You have to pay for an Amber Alert" was searched. On July 13th at 1:03 a.m.,
She asked that because she wanted to say when she reported the toddler, she didn't want them to report the Amber Alert because it would have went crazy. Yo, this motherfucker here is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it's women like her that just make us all look so fucking terrible, bro.
the day of her disappearance. The term, "How to take money from a register without being caught," was searched. On July 13th at 2:13 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term "Birmingham bus station" was searched.
So this is what really happened. Carlee was gonna kidnap herself and get on a bus and go somewhere. But she couldn't go nowhere. Man, y'all, I have never in my life think that somebody I could have wrote her a better story than this.
On July 13th, 2:35 a.m., a search for a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville was conducted with a departure date of July 13th. On July 13th at 12:10 p.m., a search for the movie Taken of
That bitch Google Liam Neeson. Yo, she is crazier than the fuck, dog. Yo, how you gonna Google Taken and you ain't even take yourself right. He would have did way better than that.
A film about abduction was conducted. There were 2 searches related to Amber Alerts on a computer at Carlee's place of employment, including one regarding the maximum age of an Amber Alert. There were other searches on Carlee's phone that appeared to shed some light on her mindset, but out of respect for her privacy, we will not be releasing the content of those searches.
No, hell no, officer. We need to know. The public need to know. No, y'all don't hide the good shit because we need to know what her mind's. Because somebody, man, ain't no privacy. It became an unprivate matter when she had niggas all in the bushes looking for her.
At this time, we've asked to interview Carlee a second time, but have not been granted that request. As you can see, there are many questions left to be answered, but only Carlee can provide those answers. What we can say is that we've been unable to verify most of Carlee's initial statement made to investigators, and we have no reason to believe that there is a threat to the public safety related to this particular case.
That man almost lost his voice on purpose. This got to be the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's terrible. And let me tell you something. Parents of these confused ass kids. Now, there's going to be some times where parents don't know. True. Now, there's been a lot of different stories. A lot of people saying that Carlee was sucker stroking over a man. Okay? And they were saying that this was a way to get some attention. She got it. Okay? But the thing is, I don't understand how incidences like this is her first incident. This type of crazy, you had to see a little sprinkle of it somewhere. You feel what I mean? And mainly the parents had to know something. Now, you might not know a lot of shit, but you know when your child is lying, okay? If your child shows up to your house after she's supposed to have been missing for a day with a torn shirt, some socks on with $107, you know what I mean? You got to know as a parent that something wasn't right. Now you know that. You knew it then. And then you got us all looking stupid and shit. Man, hold on, y'all.
That moment you all first laid eyes on her again, what was it like?
To me, I mean,
She lying. Her mother's lying. Dropping it. You could tell. Look at daddy. Daddy know that everybody lying. He just trying to look at this man. Look at him. They lying.
So much joy.
This morning, in an exclusive sit-down with NBC News, the parents of 25-year-old Carlee Russell are speaking out, describing the moment their daughter appeared on their doorstep after being missing for more than 48 hours. What did you do when you saw her?
We tried to hug her as best we could, but I had to stand back because she was not in a good state. So we had to stand back and let medical professionals work with her. But
let me tell you how far-fetched this sounds, okay? She just said that when she first seen her daughter, she couldn't really embrace her daughter. She had to step back because of medical personnel. So in the moments between y'all calling 911 to get medical help to come to your house, you mean to tell me that you and dad both just sat on the fucking front porch with Carlee until the medical staff arrived and you still hadn't touched your daughter? That's a crock of shit. If I felt for one reason that my daughter almost got stuck out in traffic, you know what I'm saying? Like seriously, could have got trafficked, and she's so happy to make it home to me, do you think that I'm going to have any type of... Do you think I'm not going to hold my daughter and grab my daughter? That would be my first instinct. So you mean to tell me you couldn't embrace her because she was in such a state of shock? Bro, whatever.
Last Thursday, police say Carlee called 911 to report a toddler walking alone on the interstate. She pulled over while on the phone with a family member who described hearing Carlee scream.
Her vehicle's unlocked, running, all her personal belongings except for her phone.
On the scene, police found no sign of Carlee or a child, and they say no children were reported as missing during that time period.
I guarantee you this girl ran through them woods herself, hopped the fence, and called the Uber. Somebody know her. It's a Uber or a Lyft that had Carlee in the car, and I wish they would come forward.
Period. The Russells waited in agony until Saturday night.
there were actually just so many calls and texts from people who maliciously lied to us. I just didn't know people could be so evil.
Authority.
Your daughter evil. Y'all evil. Y'all malicious. What? The audacity of people.
These have not indicated where Carlee was during the 48 hours she was missing or what happened. Her parents declined to share what their daughter told them, citing the ongoing investigation.
And can you tell me what happened Saturday night? Did you just get a knock at the door?
Anything leading to the case itself, we can't discuss that.
But they say speculation about the circumstances surrounding Carlee's disappearance are only making things worse.
She's having to deal with the trauma of people just making completely false allegations about her.
Who? Who making the false allegation? Your daughter is. You gonna sit here and say that shit to Lethea? What's her name? Talitha? Man, come on.
Her family now urging the public to let the investigation play out, but mentioning an abductor. Her mother asking to read a brief message to the public.
Carlee has given detectives her statement so that they can continue to pursue her abductor.
Do you believe that there's an abductor still out there?
Absolutely.
It's your daughter. She's the abductor. Yeah, she out there. She at your house. Yo, y'all people, y'all crazy as hell.
Absolutely.
NBC News has reached out to the Hoover Police Department to ask whether they're looking for an individual involved. Police have just said they're following up on all information provided by Carlee.
And when I talked to you all on Saturday, you also said your daughter is a fighter and she would find a way back to you.
I felt that in my heart.
Is that what happened?
She did. She found her way back to her.
Girl, lady, Carlee left y'all garage and came to the front door. She never went nowhere. She wasn't never no missing. She been at y'all house. Y'all just didn't know it. She was in y'all house squatting. I swear to God, that's why she had the cheeses, the granola bars, and all that. That girl was at them people's house in the attic this whole time. I promise you she was. She was somewhere around. That's why she had all the snacks and shit. Why can't they find the snacks from the Target that she had just went to? Because she was up in the attic and these folks knew it. Boy, y'all full of it, bro.
We can't discuss the details of that.
Yeah, because there ain't no
They say
details.
one thing is clear.
Do you believe
So
she's
aggravating.
fighting for her life?
So
She
aggravated,
definitely
y'all.
fought for her life. There were moments when she physically had to fight for her life, and there were moments when she had to mentally fight for her life.
Who she fight, man? The toddler? Who she fight? Or did she fight the abductor with the orange hair and the big ball spots who gave her $107 to get home, who did not want to tie up her wrist so it won't leave impressions? I have never in my life seen the kindest. This man deserves a medal. He was the kindest abductor in the world. He even dropped her off or made sure that when he drove away, he made sure that when she jumped out, she would be right near her mama's them house. Right near her mama's them house. So we're looking for either Donald Trump, Ronald McDonald, or it. A clown. We're looking for one of them. Oh man, this right here. Nah. See, the police need to go pick her ass up right now and make her do a press conference in front of us all.
But she made it back to you.
She made it back.
Yeah, she did make it back. All right, Priscilla, so investigators are obviously busy on this case. What are they looking into going forward?
Yeah, Hoda, right now they're analyzing that initial 911 call and also that traffic cam video showing that car driving on the interstate very slowly with its flashers on, believed to be Carlee's car. And of course, they're looking at the evidence from the crime scene, including the car and her cell phone, which was found on the roadway nearby. Police say that they have been able to account for all of her steps leading up to her disappearance, but those 48 hours when she was gone still remain a mystery. Hoda?
It ain't no mystery. Dakota, I got you. She was at her mom and them house. Eating snacks. That's where she was at. She never went nowhere. Never.
Yeah, leaving behind her phone, her pocketbook, and all those things.
And her wig. Don't forget the wig.
Investigators are looking into. Priscilla, thank you.
Let me tell y'all something, man. As a black woman, this makes me sick to my stomach. It do. Because I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like when this case first started, I said, damn, now we have to take preventative measures. We can't even have empathy for children. I had made it up in my mind. If I seen a child walking down the street, I'm passing by his ass. That's how critical my thinking became when I heard this story. Now, just to be able to say, your daughter was fighting for her life when you knew she ain't fought nothing. You knew that. She was fighting for her life. She went through all them woods. And you mean to tell me she only had a cut on her lip? No pine cones, no nothing. If anybody been in a Georgia wood, you even would have had some spider bites or something. 48 hours you was gone. You over this nigga's house eating cheese and crackers with his baby mama and his toddler. Man, girl, go on about y'all business. Y'all can drop down in the comments how y'all feel about this bull. But it's bull. You know what I mean? For real, for real. And I want everybody who was in my last video on my comments saying when I was telling y'all this shit was iffy to apologize. Apologize. Now. You know what I mean? Yeah. This video's over. Let me know how y'all feel down in the comments. For real, I want everybody to whatever. Y'all stay tuned. We about to get into some more.